This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. It's Tuesday, which means we're doing a top 5 video, and I started making this video last week. I was basically thinking about doing a video about my 5 favourite YouTube guitar videos. And after the first 3 were all by Gary Moore, I thought, well, yeah, just run with it. Let's do a video about my 5 favourite Gary Moore YouTube videos, and that's what last week's video was. So this is the video I was intending to make last week, and Gary is not featuring anywhere in this week's video. This is essentially the best of the rest, if you see what I mean. These are my 5 favourite non-Gary Moore YouTube videos, starting with
Words of Wisdom, Guthrie Govan.
Yeah, now this is actually 4 videos that, you know, every time, if you watch the first one, the next one will come up in the feed and so on. Guthrie, I think, and I'm not alone in this, but I think he is probably the greatest guitar player walking the earth at the moment. He is just, his level of virtuosity is just in another league compared to pretty much anyone and everyone else. And he is such a really humble, self-effacing, down-to-earth bloke who's just, you just get the feeling that he loves to share his knowledge, and he loves to kind of give his insights into, you know, how he thinks of music, what his thought processes are as he's playing, and just showing you the techniques that he uses. He's not kind of, you know, very proprietary about it in that way, like, this is mine, you know. He's not like that at all. He genuinely loves, I think, being an educator as much as anything else, and he is really good at it. I've watched this series of videos many times, and I always get something new out of it, so maybe you will as well. So yeah, Guthrie Govan's Words of Wisdom, well worth checking out. Next,
While My Guitar Gently Weeps, featuring Tom Petty, Jeff Lynne, Danny Harrison and Prince.
yes, now this is a video that I'm sure you've all probably watched many times. I certainly have. Prince with an all-star lineup featuring Tom Petty and Jeff Lynne and George Harrison's son, you know, just doing this fantastic version of While My Guitar Gently Weeps. I don't know who the guitarist was in the house band, but he did a pretty accurate, note-perfect rendition of what was already a great guitar solo, the original Eric Clapton solo from the original version of the song by the Beatles. But Prince, when he kind of steps into the limelight, it's just like a ferocious dog has been let off the leash, and he just absolutely floored me with his guitar technique. I must admit, I was always a bit skeptical about Prince, you know, but when I think the first thing I heard by him was When Doves Cry. That, I think, was probably his debut single. But then the more I heard, the more I thought, yeah, this guy has really got it. And, you know, certainly as a guitar player, let alone all of his other musical talents, as a guitar player, I think he is, or was, I should say, just an absolute, maybe not in Guthrie's level of virtuosity, but certainly you could not deny him the tag of virtuoso. And just a beautiful solo that he plays here, full of technique and full of emotion and full of just feel. It's got it all, really. So if you're not familiar with this version of probably my favourite Beatles song, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, then go and check it out. You will not be disappointed. All of these videos are linked in the description box below, by the way. I should have said that earlier. So certainly this is one well worth checking out. Next,
What Makes This Song Great? More Than a Feeling, by Rick Beato.
yes, second time I've mentioned this Rick Beato video in one of my videos. I love Rick's channel, and again, very down-to-earth, self-effacing kind of chap who is, you know, he gets a buzz out of imparting knowledge and, you know, being an educator, which is very close to my heart as well. But just the way he breaks down what you already probably know is an absolutely fantastic song, a masterpiece, the sort of quintessential classic rock, 70s rock kind of song. The way he pulls it apart and just illustrates why it's so good. You instinctively know why it's good because it sounds good, but the way he kind of deconstructs it and explains why it is as good as you intuitively know it is just a fantastic way, a fantastic piece of musical education as well. And you know, it gives you a greater appreciation, I think, of the song. You don't really listen to the song the same way again after you've seen this Rick Beato video, because you now know what you're listening to in greater depth. And that for me is the job of a music educator, to make you appreciate the music with even more clarity, and that is certainly what this video does. So that's why it's on the list. Next,
Bohemian Rhapsody, solo guitar arrangement by Kip Morgan.
Yeah, no, this one isn't so much a video, it's more a slideshow of just all shots of Queen and Freddie Mercury. So why is it on this list? Well, frankly, I can't find this particular version of Bohemian Rhapsody anywhere else other than on YouTube. It's by a chap called Kip Morgan, who, amongst other things, used to be a columnist on Total Guitar magazine back in the 90s. Maybe he still is. I haven't bought any guitar magazines in many years. And he wasn't Total Guitar the first guitar magazine that came with a CD. And on one of the issues of the magazine, the CD contained this beautiful fingerstyle kind of chord melody arrangement of Bohemian Rhapsody. It is all there, the Freddie Mercury, everything from the kind of, is this the real life, is it just fantasy, opening gambit of the song through to the vocals, the kind of the Brian May guitar solo is there, the famous Wayne's World headbangy bit at the end. It's all there, complete arrangement. You don't think that there's, he's had to miss that bit out because that would have been too difficult to include. It's all there. Every part of the song is represented in some way by one guy playing one guitar. It is incredible. I know how incredible it is because back in the 90s I used to buy guitar magazines, and I bought the issue that had this in, and there was a tab for it as well, and I bravely, some would say foolishly, attempted to have a go at it, and ended up with tendinitis as a result. So there you go, that was the end of that. But it's a fantastic, just jaw-droppingly beautiful piece of music. And even if you're not a guitarist, which I'm imagining most people who are watching this channel are, you can appreciate it. But if you are a guitarist, then you can listen to it and think, this just is incredible in terms of technique. It's just on another level. So go and check it out. It is well worth it. Next,
Fusion Blues Masterclass by Josh Smith.
Yeah, now this was my introduction to Josh Smith as a guitar player. I'd never heard of him before then. Quite how I'd managed to miss out on his talents is beyond me. But I don't know, about 3 years ago I saw this video. I think it's part of an interview with Guitarist magazine. And Josh Smith, in case you don't know, is very much from the Robin Ford style of playing. Imagine Robin Ford, but with a little bit more, perhaps, kind of country flavour to what he plays. So it's blues, but it's got a kind of slightly jazzy edge to it. Now, the genius of Josh's explanation here is he explains it without having to talk about diminished scales and whole tone scales and chord substitution or anything like that. He just kind of says, well, this is how I figured it out. I won't spoil it for you because, then you won't want to go and watch the video. But he explains some quite kind of in-depth jazz soloing ideas in very, very plain, clear, simple English. And if you're at all curious about, including some of that sort of spicy, jazzy stuff in your blues solos, it is definitely a video well worth checking out. So there you go. Those are my 5 non-Gary Moore related favourite YouTube guitar videos. Make of them what you will. Let me know if you've seen any of these videos, what you think of them. Let me know if you think there's any that I should have included but didn't. I'm always interested in your take on these things, my loyal viewer. Just leave a comment below. And that is pretty much the video for today, folks. Hope you found what you've seen to be entertaining in some small way, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you have not already done so, and why not drop me a like while you're at it. Don't forget the live stream on Friday, every Friday at 5 p.m. UK time, where we drink beer and talk about music and guitars. It's where a lot of the ideas for these kind of videos come from, to be honest with you. It's a great way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.